Hello and welcome back to F1 2021 Driver Career Mode. My name is Chris. We're following the career of our driver, Damian Power, as he drives for Mclaren. This is the second season in this Driver Career Mode. If you haven't checked out the first, I recommend you do that. It was a pretty good season, to be fair. Not the best, not the worst. We came fourth, I think, in the drivers, and McLaren as a team came third. So pretty good start to F1 for us. This is the third race in Season 2. Our last time out in Baku, we came second. It was a brilliant race. If you haven't watched that one, go check that one out. And of course, we won in Bahrain for the first round of the season. So we're hoping for good things here in France. It's one of our stronger tracks.
Under our belt.
And here we are in free practice. Let's head out and see what's what. Weather's looking good. Heading out on the medium tyre. And we're out on the race strategy program then. Looking good so far. In fact, compared to what we had in Baku in free practice, the car feels much better.
Super job so far. We're getting great data.
Yeah.
Stay focused.
I mean, it just felt great. I mean, I don't know what changed, but we managed to dial in the setup. Maybe my form was just back, but it just felt much better. So feeling good about heading into qualifying. Not too sure about the weather though. Here we are then, in Q1, going for what will be our second flying lap. We are nearly a second up on our first time, which is going to put us in P8. So, although we're feeling good, we haven't got all that much pace around here at the moment compared to what we have been. So we finish Q1 only in P9. That's a little concerning as we head into Q2, not going to lie. And here we are then, setting our first flying lap in Q2. In P14. That wasn't even a lap, was it? My bad. That wasn't a lap. We were just warming up for this lap. And we didn't warm up good enough because we binned it. Not ideal, I will say. This was a little bit later on though, and we do... Oh my goodness, so wide around there. We were up, so we were looking to improve on our time, but as we come around the final corner, we're 2/10 down. We did get a good exit though, and it looks like P15 is about the best we can do, unfortunately. There's a bit of a pattern emerging here. We started, of course, in P15 in Baku last week.
Here we are again then at Le Castellet for another round of this year's Formula One World Championship. Renault took their first French Grand Prix win all the way back in the inaugural race in 1906, but it was another 73 years before they could take their second. I'm sure Alpine will be pushing hard to delight the local fans here today. 6 lefts and 9 rights give us a total of 15 corners here at the Circuit Paul Ricard, and a lap covers an overall distance of 3.6 miles. Average speeds will be somewhere in the region of 142 miles per hour, and they'll be maxing out on the Mistral Straight at around 205 miles per hour. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, and Gasly, Leclerc, Sainz, Giovinazzi, and Esteban Ocon, Vettel, Tsunoda, Lance Stroll, and Ricciardo, Power, Mick Schumacher, George Russell, and Jack Aitken, Mazepin, and Nicholas Latifi. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Yes, that original line from Jeff. We're going to start then on the soft compound of tyre. Doesn't last super long around here, but we are doing a shorter race as we did in Baku. 5 red lights are on and they're out and we're underway, and we are looking pretty familiar here as we try to go past Ricardo. We've got Stroll just in front of us.
We're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
Dive down the inside as Jeff says to us that we're monitoring an issue. Not good. But here we are then, trying to make up some places. We might as well just go for it. We may not make it to the end of this race, so we're going to see what we can do to make up some places, and then hopefully we can make it to the end. As we come round to complete lap 1, we've made it up a few places, and we're into P9 as we chase down Giovinazzi. Sebastian Vettel just ahead, and look at that slingshot out of the final corner. But Giovinazzi has not finished yet and is going to come back on us as we head down into turn 1. Giovinazzi on the inside, we give him plenty of room and we get the move done. Let's have another look at the start then. We start in P15. Lando Norris up in P3. Lando seems to qualify very, very well. And here we are, down the inside, up into P13 of course, fighting Yuki round the first couple of corners, and we get the move done into P11. And now, in the second lap, we're in P8. That's 2 warnings for exceeding track limits now, so we're going to have to be careful as we come round to complete the second lap. We're going to be doing what we can to chase after Vettel. Obviously the pack at the moment is still pretty bunched up. We want to make the most of that. Engine issues haven't reared their heads just yet, which is good for us. We're going to hope that they don't.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Perfect. We've got some DRS now. We're within range of Sebastian, and we close that gap up. As you can see, we head into the last sector of lap 3, and we nearly bump into Vettel there as we have a little look round the outside, round the inside. This isn't really the place to overtake, to be honest, but you take what you can get. So still chasing after Vettel then for P7. We've got some work to do here in France, let's put it that way. You can see in the bottom right corner that our engine issues are getting worse. Jeff hasn't been back on the radio to tell us so, but the icon has gone from orange to a very dark red. As we go to make a move on Sebastian Vettel, we just sail past him in the DRS zone, no problem, easy peasy, job done. And now we've got Gasly just ahead. We're going to chase him down for P6 and Bottas in P5. Let's not get ahead of ourselves though. We're not quite that quick yet. As we come round the final corner, how we didn't get a track limits warning there, I do not know. Luck. Fastest lap.
Fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
We take those. Fastest lap of the race so far, and we are closing in on Pierre Gasly in the Alpine. Are we going to be able to get the move done on this straight? Let's find out as we go green again in sector 1. So we're still improving on the soft tyre. I don't know how. Not quite going to be close enough to get a move done, but we are close enough now. So let's see what we can do here. Super close as we come around there. Flat out up the inside. This is ballsy. Not quite. Not quite. But Pierre leaves the door open and we go around the outside instead. Beautiful. Up into P6. We go wide again. Is Pierre going to come back? Not quite. Pit stops then. Lando Norris is coming into the pits. Hamilton into the pits. I think Verstappen was in the pit lane as well. Perez was in the pit lane. Yuki is out of the race. What happened? Let's have a look. Just slowing down. Mechanical issue. Yeah, you don't like to see that. And of course, we're right on the verge of that. So, fingers crossed our power unit is going to get us to the end of the race as we come into the pit lane on the end of lap 7 then. Currently in the lead, but of course the front runners have already pit, so it's not a net pole, but let's see where we end up. Vettel's coming in right behind us as we go onto the medium compound of tyre. Where are we going to come out? Currently in P6. Gasly is right there. He's going to come past us. He doesn't come past us. We get out just ahead of Gasly. Love to see that. So it wasn't quite an undercut because we obviously took him before we went into the pit lane, but we quite easily could have lost that position. Oh my goodness! What a moment there out the final corner. And of course now Gasly is just going to come sailing past us to take back P6.
6 seconds.
But we're not done yet. We are not done yet as we try to fight back. That was a huge mistake. Of course, we're all now on the medium compound of tyre. All pretty much pitted within a couple of laps of each other, so tyres I don't think are going to make too much of a difference here. We are going to get DRS, so can we make a move down here? I don't know if we're quite close enough yet, but let's see as we come up behind Pierre, down the inside, leave plenty of room. Pierre's coming back though. He's not done yet. Look at this. So we have a go up the inside, a bit late, admittedly. He leaves the door open, we go around the outside, get a decent exit, but Pierre's exit was just unbelievable as we go on board with Pierre Gasly here as he takes P6 from us, but we're coming back again as we go to the flat out turn. We back out of it because that could have been nasty, but don't think we're done yet. This battle's not over. So I like to take a wide line there because it just seems to give me a good exit. And then we get a great exit here. Obviously a little bit wobbly on that occasion. But we are going to get the run on Pierre as we head into lap 10. Tries to fight back but thinks again. And that's us up into 6th, at least for now.
Nice move. Good job.
And here we are, having a little look at our engine wear. 77% for the ICE and 64% for the turbo. Not ideal, I would say. Hoping that it can get us towards the end of the race. We've only got 3 laps, well 2 and a bit laps to go. And Pierre is right on our tail still, so... Oh, look at that! He's gone for a dive and just... I don't even know what happened there. Let's have a look at that from Pierre's point of view. Just gone for the dive, got on the brakes a bit late, and just bonked us. He just overcommitted to that move, and it didn't work, and now he's put himself sideways. And of course, we get a warning for that. I'm not really sure why. I don't think that was our fault, given that we were ahead going into that corner by a long margin, and he just absolutely dive bombed us. But there you go then. I don't know where Gasly has ended up. I would imagine quite a way back. Probably, definitely out of the points, I would say. Looking at the mini-map on the left. That sucks for him. As we come across to begin what will be our final lap. Obviously not going to catch Bottas. Those front runners have got incredible pace around here. And Max Verstappen wins the French Grand Prix, and we come home to take a respectable 6th place. That's some good points for us.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Well, there you go then. Decent race, could have been better, but we bagged ourselves a driver of the day.
Another superb French Grand Prix comes to an end, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory. And talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
There you have it then. A respectable P6 for us, of course. Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez on the podium. Red Bull are having a very good start to the season. We're having a good start too, but of course they're having a better start. Anyway, yeah, we finished P6. Lando finished in P4. Good points for the team, I would say. We're up in, we're obviously in second place in the Drivers' Championship. We were in the lead, but Max has had a stonking couple of races here. And Mclaren as a team in second place then. And that concludes the French Grand Prix. Next up is Austria. A middle-of-the-road track, I would say, for me in terms of skill. I don't hate it, don't love it. So we'll see what happens around there. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up, leave us a little comment, and if you're new, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time for plenty more F1 content. We may even do some other content at some point in the future, but for now, it's F1, and of course, F1 2022 should be on the horizon, so plenty more to come, and I'll see you later.